String Tavern, episode 67. Going back to our roots a little bit in this one. Lately, we've just been doing artist interviews, business owners of the Ohio Valley interviews, but if you've been following us for a while, you know it started with stupid questions I came up with on my tractor. I asked these guys. Brought in my two co-hosts with the co-most, Silk and Scott. Thank you guys for coming in again. Robert Vargo, owner proprietor of Vargo's Cargo Moving Services, and the return of Justin Nyman. If you guys don't know who this is, you can check back to our beginning episodes. We were answering silly questions, and also you can find them on back pages around the hideout.
I've got an OnlyFans. We can post the link. In the
What's crazy is it's free.
I'm hard up. I just want the attention.
Attention whore.
So we have some Ask the Ohio Valley questions sent in to us, and I had one that I wanted to pick from the vault because I think it was from episode 1 when only Scott was here. But I'm going to start with the first one that I got blew up with by our friends. They want to know, what does the TST sports crew think about the NFL draft? Obviously, this question said, obviously, the conversation is going to go to Sanders, but also, who do you think got the best picks of this year?
I'm going to be biased, and I think the Patriots did extremely well in the draft this year. They got that beast from LSU for the offensive line. They got a center, and where's that Travion Henderson from? What school is that? Oh, damn! Yeah, that's right. The national champions and Ohio State Buckeyes. Digging in your heart there, Silk.
I got you.
I have to. We haven't got to really bust each other's stones about it, but it was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good game.
Great game.
Jack Sawyer.
But, he came to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Jack Sawyer.
And Will Howard.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh had a pretty good draft, honestly.
I do. I
do.
I don't know what the hell they're waiting on. I mean, why? I mean, I'm happy with Will Howard, but I mean, there was obviously other quarterbacks ahead. I don't know if they're just literally sitting on their hands waiting for Aaron Rodgers, which is ridiculous. But
I think that's what we did. I think we drafted to accommodate Aaron Rodgers, but it's like you're going to have him for a year, maybe 2 years, and you could have had a guy like Sanders franchise next 10 years possibly. It's like that's a tough decision.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
for
what
4 rounds, for 4. Like, I understand the first round you're going to get the trenches together.
Mm-hmm.
I understand getting the black from Iowa, getting another trenches pick, but like, man, 3-4 rounds we're sitting around on our hands, and this guy's out there. It's like,
because Pittsburgh got their needs. I mean, they couldn't stop the run last year towards the end of the year. They got two big D tackles.
Yeah.
Playing
and then
Derrick Henry twice a year.
The running back from was Iowa.
Yeah.
I think he's a stud, and that replaces Najee. So I mean, it's just like you said. I think it's the quarterback were they waiting on it, or I mean, even if you do get Rodgers, he's 40 years old, 41 years old already. So he's only got probably 1 year out of him.
Right. And I like taking a guy like Sanders. I mean, Will Howard might step in, he might do good. Yeah. But taking a guy like Sanders, you have a franchise quarterback in him, and you got DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Freiermuth. You got Calvin Austin on the inside. Like, just let the guy ball at that point. Like, he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Just throw him in and let they throw the pill downfield.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless Mason Rudolph is shown extreme. I can't even say with a straight face.
Nothing from him in Tennessee.
I can't even say it with a straight face.
He couldn't keep his job in Tennessee, and we bring him back.
I guess the only benefit is Rudolph is he throws a decent deep ball, but that's about and he's got 2 deep ball threats, but that's about it. I don't know.
I see him being a glorified backup.
Yeah. I like what the Browns did for my fandom. I think they got another first-round pick next year, which we need all the picks we can get. Got probably one of the best D linemen, which we couldn't stop a nosebleed in the run game anyway, so we needed that. Don't really understand taking 2 quarterbacks, but if we can't find one, we should have took all 7 of them. I guess hopefully one of them pans
You guys got
out.
5 on
You
the
got
Yeah.
5 on your
But
roster.
heck,
Well, I mean, really, you're only going to have what Deshaun
Nolan.
Watson's. He's pretty much going to be out again for the
Yeah.
season. You pretty much rule him out.
Yeah.
He's got 2 years left on his contract, I think.
Either
On this-
1 or 2.
I thought it was 1
It
because
might
I
be.
think that's why I figured they're just gonna.
kind of just.
I mean, they got to
Probably
pay him
keep
whether
him
they,
out.
they get rid of him
Then
or
you
they
got
keep
Flacco
him.
on a 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 2 guys that
And I don't
more
think.
than likely
Yeah.
are going to be gone.
Yeah, and he's up there.
Yeah.
He's pretty close to retiring. I mean, heck, he pretty much was retired. We pulled him off the.
So really, you're looking at Flacco probably coming in
Yeah.
QB1,
Yeah.
more than likely.
And then probably one of the young guys
Yeah.
or Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
Step
I
in.
see Pickett as your one just because I mean you guys went
I
out
still
and
would
got
love to see Pickett do good in Pittsburgh.
But I mean, heck, they were talking about Sanders going number 2 overall, and we got him in the 5th round.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if he doesn't pan out, you just saved yourself $25 million or something
Yeah.
on a quarterback that could be a stud. But I think the Giants had a pretty good draft too. Actually, they got Carter, and I think they got a couple weapons. I mean, I don't know how much they're going to help, but
Yeah, who was the kid they picked?
they like traded back in the
LSU?
first. Yeah, they traded back in the first round and got him. I can't remember who it was. I think that's who it
forget
was.
his
I
name.
think it was the Giants.
I'm super casual
sure.
with football, but
Yeah.
I'll pick up highlights here and there.
I want to say it was the Giants because I think they got Carter, and then I think they traded back in and got somebody.
they grabbed the quarterback.
Yeah.
from Ole Miss.
Yeah, Jackson Dart.
Yeah,
Which
they
I don't
traded
know
back
how
got him.
great he's going to be, but they at least got it somewhere where they needed, and they get Russ.
Yeah, they got Russ.
so
and
they could
Jameis.
maybe use Russ as like a
Yeah,
transition guy to help him.
I
move
think
along.
you guys' number one is Kenny just because they brought in Deontay Johnson,
Yeah.
a familiar guy with
Yep.
Kenny, and
They played together for a
Yeah.
couple years.
The Giants got Abdul Carter from Penn State, Jackson Dart, Darius Alexander, Cam Scatterborough from Arizona State. That kid's a beast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He's tough.
Yeah.
And you got, so they.
I think they had a pretty good draft, and I think the Patriots did have a good draft too. They got some needs.
Yeah.
I see the Browns locker room though. I seen like all the guys on Twitter or X or whatever. Most of them guys are pumping Sanders.
Are
up,
they?
So it seems like the locker room
It's
knows
kind
it.
of bought in a little bit.
Yeah.
The craziest thing about Sanders thing is like you see all these stories about people like worried about him not being focused on football. If that's the case, then how was Manziel ever drafted?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I
You're
mean,
calling him Johnny Football.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to throw millions at this guy. You
Yeah.
to waste it.
Yeah.
He's got a-
And we
He's
took
got-
him in the first round,
Yeah.
like twice.
so what? He's got a personality.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can ball, so what?
Exactly.
He's putting focus and attention on your team.
If he can play,
You've got nothing really right now.
yeah,
All the attention that Cleveland's been getting has been negative.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I do like we got Judkins as well as running back because Chubb. I think he's a free agent. We
Yeah,
may
he's on the
resign him. I don't know if we will, but even if we
like that resign?
as a fan, yeah, because he's just what he's done for the city, and he's just no nonsense. Just go out, play hard, and when he was healthy, he was one of the top probably 3 running backs in football. He just hasn't been healthy the last couple of years, so getting that hopefully Judkins is kind of that similar style type running back because Cleveland they had the running backs they're best when they're downhill play action. Can throw a deep ball and we haven't had that because Chubb's been hurt and it killed us last year. We had the worst offense in football last year. So hopefully Judkins isn't going to pop anyone and go for 70, but he's going to put his head down and he's going to run hard, which I think that is the mentality you need to play in the AFC North because it's going to be a bloodbath every week.
Yeah, this is what I read the other day that Chubb is most likely going to the Bears.
Yeah, I figured he wasn't going to get.
There was there was some talk in New England about picking him up, but yeah, there's just that's everybody is like Bears, the Bears, the Bears. So
Bears.
Dub Bears.
All right, next question, guys.
Yeah.
All right, this question. Somebody copy paste this question because it's taking the internet by storm.
Oh,
sure you guys
is it
know
the
what it
100
is.
gorilla thing or something?
100
Yeah,
grown
there
men
you go.
versus 1 gorilla. Who do you take in the fight and why?
Wait a minute, this is blowing up the internet. That's
Yeah,
the first
it's
time I heard
insane.
about it.
Every podcast
100
we
men
talk
versus one gorilla.
Who
One
wins?
full-grown silverback.
Is it mating season? Because I think that makes a difference.
You know, I didn't know that there was I just learned this too from this question. But the silverback is like the mature male, and then there's the younger ones, the blackback. But apparently, it's like just as you age. You
Oh,
just get
really?
the gray, yeah. That's how you know that they're the mature. The
I didn't know
silverback.
that. I thought that was like, oh, well, that makes
Yeah. So you grow into the silverback, I guess. Earned your gray stripe.
I've seen that as soon as you said it.
That could be a lie. I know
I don't know.
50-50.
Hey,
It was
you're
on the
either right or
internet,
you're
so
wrong.
more than likely it was true.
I have seen. I don't know. It probably depends on. I mean, I know them things are strong.
I don't
Probably-
care.
it
I'm
probably-
picking 100
I was-
men. Here-
if you got 100 like full-grown men, I feel like if now
Well,
if you
wait a
go
minute. Now,
one
wait a
at,
minute.
if you go one at a
Here's-
time,
here's-
stipulation.
Here's the other caveat. Is it 100 men that you have to define their pronouns? Because I'm taking the gorilla.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's like, what kind of men are we talking?
Exactly.
Like, or is it just like you just pick a certain
Okay, so-
random
yeah.
100 dudes
Yeah.
off the street? Because if so, I'm picking the gorilla. But if I can put together a team to take down this gorilla, it's a wrap.
Because I feel
100
like
guys.
if you just like surround it and you get some people to run in and just try to hold on to its
Yeah.
legs for dear life, you might be able to just like
I don't know.
I don't want to
saying-
wear it down, but them things are, I know they're
You
strong.
got to do it in waves.
Yes.
First off, this guy, he's a vegetarian mostly, so he's not out to eat you. And if he is, all right, you sacrifice. What do you send? Like,
Well,
10
I don't know.
or
I mean,
20 in a
don't you
wave?
like? Wasn't there like just chimps that like ripped a lady's face off in like Cleveland or something not too long ago?
That's one chimp and one person.
Yeah. But I mean, just say that he's a herbivore and a vegetarian. He's not going to really do anything. I don't know, man.
They're still strong.
Oh,
I'm
I
still
think they
insanely
said.
strong.
I think they're.
But
What's the arm strength of a gorilla?
I want to say like they said their strength is like 10 times their body weight or something. Like
it's ridiculous. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like I think, and what does a silverback gorilla weigh? Like 300-400 pounds?
all like 6.
When I put in what is the strength, it says of a gorilla was the first search result.
Yeah, that makes sense.
People were actually looking into
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we might be in trouble.
Gorillas are significantly stronger than humans, estimated to be 4 to 10 times stronger, especially in the upper body strength. They can lift 10 times their body weight and have a bite force of 1,300 psi.
This is like that one question.
We might be in
Razor.
trouble.
The strength allows them to break bones, bend iron bars, and even tear down small trees.
I might have to switch my answer.
I could tear down
My
a
answer,
small
my answer never changed. I heard it and I was like, "Come on, what's the next question you guys got? This is
thought about
ridiculous."
it.
Like,
At first, I was saying the gorilla because I was like, well, 100 random guys, yeah, the gorilla's winning. But if I can put together this team, if I've got 20 prime Brock Lesnar's, I got
If I can go get Brian Shaw and Eddie Hall.
if I've got a bunch of massive dudes that I can throw at this guy first round. Obviously, I say I can throw at him because I'm the team captain. I'm staying. I'm number 100.
You're number 100 in case you gotta start knocking on the glass for the zookeeper.
Gorilla weighs 600. But I mean, you throw together like, roided out Brock Lesnar's, some trained fighters. I think you got a good chance.
yeah,
These people are gonna die.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
It's
Gorilla
gonna
is
happen.
340, and it can lift
10
4
times.
times.
4 to 10 times. No, it's 4 to 10 times stronger than human.
They can lift 10 times their body weight.
Yeah.
So we're talking 3,000 pounds.
Yes.
So if we're all jumping at this thing to weigh it down, us 5 right here are.
We're getting tossed.
Okay.
I was talking to a buddy about it, and he was like, "I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, what?" He was like, "Bro, don't you bench like 400 pounds?" And I was like, "Yeah, but if I hit a gorilla, he's gonna look at me like I flicked him."
I don't even know what this guy weighs.
It says in the last thing here, it says, in a fight, a gorilla's superior strength would overwhelm even the most highly trained human fighters.
1-on-1.
I'm thinking some sickos from Coleraine fashioning weapons out of the bones of the people that are going down.
I'm just thinking 100 people. That's a lot of people.
I'm gonna sharpen up someone's femur from the first round.
If you give me 99 other guys that I can pick, we're turning this thing into a Bonnie Blue event.
Yeah. I'm 50-50
Yeah,
if I can pick my team.
I'd say update your will.
If it's random people and I have no say in this,
I think I'm going with
that's
the gorilla.
insane.
I mean, that's just.
It's gonna. Yeah.
With no weapons.
What about bear versus anything? I'm picking a bear versus anything.
The grizzly.
Yeah.
I've had that
They
bear
are.
versus grizzly so many times. I would go with the grizzly.
Oh yeah, grizzlies.
Grizzlies are nuts. But I think the gorilla probably would.
I think the gorilla would.
One, because if you pick 100 random and you send out like 5 and the gorilla grabs one and throws it 30 yards, how many's turning and running away?
That's the other thing too. You got to be men about it.
Yeah.
You got to be there to win it.
Yeah.
This
No
isn't fun.
weapons. If you don't have
No
any weapons,
weapons.
either, that makes that kind of.
Bare knuckle.
You're not
versus
gonna
gorilla, yeah.
knock it out.
There's not too many guys that's
You got
going
to
to
take
line
an
up.
eye.
And,
Yeah.
You got to get its eyes first. He can't see you.
Yeah, you got to be a designated eye guy.
Yeah.
You got to have.
Well, the first probably couple are going to lose fingers.
Yeah, you got to have a real strategy going into
Go
this.
for a nut shot.
This
I wonder if
isn't-
it affects them like us.
This isn't just
Just go for a big broad.
I'm sure.
A big broad kick.
Could you imagine just somebody goes full fraud revenge on him? Thunk.
We're not just going bar brawl style. You got to have some strategy about this.
there's not too many men that's going bare knuckle just in the backyard versus Joe Schmo right
Could you
now.
imagine trying to throw hands with that thing though? And just say you do land one good shot on its skull, how thick its head is.
Oh,
gonna
you
be.
you
You're
break
gonna
your
shatter
whole
hand.
arm.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were that. I knew they were strong, but lift up to 10 times his body's weight is ridiculous.
All right, so I asked AI, who would win in 100 men versus gorilla? It says unarmed men, open environment. If the 100 men are unarmed and untrained, the gorilla's raw power gives it significant advantage initially. It can kill or incapacitate several men quickly with charges, bites, or strikes.
Now, how long does that last, though? Because they're herbivores. They have a very finite energy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
right. How's there like?
Yeah.
Would you
how
be able
good's
to
this
wear
guy's
them
cardio?
down?
Yeah.
I'm thinking he takes 10 guys out. He's already sucking in air.
Well, it says here, likely outcome, the men win, but with significant casualties.
Oh yeah.
10 to 30 men are
Oh, they're-
killed.
Yeah, no.
I think it's going to be higher than that. But
As the gorilla can take out many before succumbing to exhaustion or cumulative damage.
And how many people are just going to be shadowed lost?
That's what I mean. Like kind of like away and try to make them like wear out by chasing you, but them things are faster. He'll grab you.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. The problem is you would have to have like a strategy with
Yeah.
it. If you don't have a strategy, I feel like you're gonna get smoked.
Yeah, like I said, I think it depends on the men that you have. If it's-
certain waves of guys take out certain
Yeah.
spots on them.
And what's the why? Is it just to do it? If it's just
Yeah,
to do it, it's
yeah. Like why am I doing that?
I'm cool with the gorilla.
But if it's like,
man.
hey, the
Do
gorilla's
that.
trying to break into my home or something,
I'll let him in. He can come in. I'll leave. You can have.
you got some kind of you gotta have a well, I don't. It's gonna be.
What's funny is we had that question before that was you get $1 million per pound of a tiger you have to bring in and live with. We still get like random YouTube comments from just random people putting in their.
Oh my god.
I
Days
said.
ago, this guy was like 3,000 pounds.
I think I said like 60 pounds.
Yeah. I think I was on that one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I was like in the. I think I said like.
You got to live with it for
Yeah.
like $1 million. No doors, no nothing.
Tigers are crazy, dude. Tiger. Oh.
All right. So here's going back to sports, but it's a goofy sports question. This is from episode number 1. And I wanted to revisit this. So you guys are in a Freaky Friday situation. And you're going to switch places with a professional athlete right in the middle of a game or performance. Would you rather Freaky Friday with somebody that's right in the middle of a NASCAR race or right in the middle of an MMA match? And why? What are you going with? If like we're in this podcast studio right now, and all of a sudden
You're there.
you're either squaring up and the bell rings, or you are behind the wheel and the green light just went on.
NASCAR.
Yeah. Do I harness their skills?
No.
No, I'm going in untrained.
I can turn left.
Yeah.
Is the car moving, or is it like at the start line? Because if the car's moving and you get snapped in
But
right
they're
there,
in the middle.
yeah, if they're like in the middle of the
race.
race,
Middle of the race, middle of the match.
Yeah. No.
I'm going NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
You think you can just immediately like?
I think I'm taking.
No,
I
not
think
at all.
I think
I
I'm
would
going.
suck.
I think
I
I'm
could
going.
probably not wreck.
No, well, because the other thing is too is I'm not going
taking
in like
breaks.
in this. I'm gonna have my helmet, all that, and all the racing garb and the cage and no, because if I go MMA, I'm fragile anymore.
MMA, you can take a kick to the shin and go down and give up.
It is true.
It is
If you're in the
brutal.
middle, if you're going 200 mile an hour, you're like, I give up.
Wait a minute,
You're-
if it's
you're wrecking.
wait a minute, is it MMA? Do we get the same amount of money whether they win or lose as the fighter that you got put in for?
I think you should.
I think in my mindset, I'm not thinking about how much money I'm making from it.
I would go MMA.
I mean, if I'm gonna make like
I'm good.
if I'm gonna make like 900 or 800 or 900 grand, all right, I'm gonna take a shot to the jaw, and just
Yeah.
bring me like some beverages when I wake up in ICU, but at least I get the money.
I think I'd go MMA just simply for the fact, one, I think I would usually have a size advantage. I'm not going to fight and beat any trained fighter, but if I get knocked out, I get knocked out. NASCAR, I have a pretty decent chance of dying. if I'm jumping at 230 mile an hour and I can't control it, I'm dying. MMA, I'm just going to get knocked out.
Like, you're getting hit with the wind, you're getting hit with that ground.
I feel like I'd go MMA because I feel like the worst MMA, you could die, but the worst is I get like my jaw broken. NASCAR, the worst. I'm dead. So
Is
I'd
Kyle
probably go.
Busch on the track? Because I'm pit maneuvering. I'm hunting him down.
He's right behind you. Just
Break check.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I guess the money thing of it would be part of it.
I'd still probably go NASCAR.
I mean, I'd take a punch in the face for 900 grand.
Yeah, but if you're in NASCAR, I mean, you could just finish the race. You
You
could even do that.
Yeah, that also.
Yeah,
And
but
you don't even got to get punched.
I don't think
or
they
kicked.
make that much money if you don't win if you're not in the top 5.
You can wreck it.
Yeah, I guess that would make a difference.
And it ain't going to come back on you anyways, because Freaky Friday, you're going to switch out, and then this guy's going to look like a real asshole.
Yeah.
Can they switch me with Kyle Busch? Then I can wreck everybody.
Everybody's going to hate me more.
All right, third question. This is related to the High Valley, more local. What place do you remember going to in the High Valley when you were, let's say, high school or lower, when you were a kid, or somewhere that you really enjoyed, had fun at, that's not there anymore, that you really enjoyed having that for either you or your kids?
Oh, I got it. Foggy Bottom.
That's exactly what popped in my mind.
Foggy Bottom, easy.
That's what popped in my mind.
That place had everything.
I think I've only been there once.
Yeah, because they had. That bowling alley's not open anymore either, is it?
They
They had that and laser tag and
Yeah, there
like
was
mini golf
bowling
and all
alley over
kinds of
there.
stuff. Like
Mini golf,
arcade.
laser tag,
Where's
the
Foggy
arcade.
Bottom?
It's
Elm
over.
Grove.
Yeah, it's over by the where isn't it like Sleds or something? I think it's like a.
I heard
It's like
about
down.
Do you know where Louis Hot Dog was? Or is? I don't know if it's still there or not.
That's what popped in my head.
There's Elm Grove Subs, Dollar General over there in that plaza.
Oh, yeah.
It's Foggy Bottom was on the right hand side.
Oh, okay.
Right next to where the bowling alley was.
Yeah.
Speaking of Elm Grove subs, are up for sale right now. They're selling the whole store and equipment. Trying to find somebody like
Really, just to take it over.
keep
Oh.
going.
Damn. Their food's good too. They're
I'm
such
trying to
really
think of
good.
something else. That's what popped in my mind instantly. Is
Yeah.
Foggy Ball.
I'd say
Well,
Foggy
I
Bottom.
mean, I don't know. Like, for me, I'd have to go back further than high school, probably like junior high, maybe even earlier, was when the Fort Steuben Mall was still, when malls were a thing. Like, everybody was there, and your parents could drop you off, give you $5. You could go see a movie, get popcorn, and still have money to get, play
Hang out
video
at the mall
games.
for
Yeah.
5 hours if you wanted.
Because that really was the only thing in Wintersville, Steubenville. There was nothing up there. Oh, I mean, I take that back. There was, same thing. It would have been earlier. There was the skating rinks. They were there.
Those were fun too.
Yeah, it was a
We
good.
had we had go karts around here too. We had one go kart track on the island, one in Moundsville. I don't know if St. Clairsville had go karts or not. Skating rinks were awesome.
Yeah.
The one on the island was sweet.
I mean, think about that. Our parents like, here's $5. I'm going to drop you off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, send you to the skating rink. You're gone like 6 hours easy.
Yeah,
over there.
mall skating rink. They're like, whatever.
You
Now-
know, this is for the kids, especially the Hardee's Play Place.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It had
Yeah.
mini merry-go-round. It had a like a rope wall, ball pit, slide.
That's where the Arby's is now, right?
Yeah, where Arby's is now.
That's right.
They took away all our fun.
Kaylee told me that Chick-fil-A in St. C has a play area. We should take the kids. I'm like, we'll skip. That's more nostalgic than anything.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'd say mine's Foggy Bottom. I'd say the skating rinks were probably a close second though.
Yeah, those are sweet.
I was gonna say you guys probably have more to do down this way since Wheeling's so close, but it was nothing.
Up towards.
Yeah, for us, like within 15, 20 minutes, you could have all kinds of stuff to do.
Yeah, it wasn't that way up there. Unfortunately, it was like I said, it was hell. When I was in high school, all there was to do was it was all the girls walked the sidewalks and everybody drove up and down between like Wintersville down halfway through Steubenville, and that's all they did. You stop in a parking lot long enough until the cops come chase you out. That's it. That was all.
Another one.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
You know what's crazy about that area? You were telling me that you would hang out like on Sunset up and down. Ever since that dispensary came business, like you go down, look at business, it's smoke shop, smoke shop, smoke shop, smoke shop, smoke shop. It constant everywhere.
Yeah.
I think they just opened up a new dispensary in Wintersville, and now they're opening up one in Bridgeport.
They're doing one in up the Highlands too.
Are they? The one Bridgeport is what the old bank building, isn't it?
Which one in Bridgeport? Or which bank?
It's the empty one before. What is that? That's a gas station right there before you turn the corner to get on 70. There's that gas station. You come down a little bit further between, like where you get on 70 and before you get to Pizza Hut, like in that middle section.
Oh, okay.
Huntington?
I don't know what it used to be. It's been vacant.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't even remember what that was. I saw they're getting rid of that bank on the islands now, like turning into like a bogies carry out.
Yeah.
Right by Abby's.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that.
Oh yeah, that one's got robbed a couple times. That one, and then Wood Forest Bank and Walmart. That one's been hit a couple times.
Really? In Walmart?
Oh yeah, I think that happened like within a year or two ago. The last time it got hit.
Is that?
The one in St. Clairsville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one got hit fairly recent.
I had to laugh. I had to go to Walmart this morning, and I went there, and I never paid attention what the bank that was, but they were having like a staff meeting. Everybody's kind of sitting in the little bank area, having like bag lunches and whatever, and just I'm like, couldn't have picked someplace else to have a staff meeting instead of Sunday in a Walmart.
Razor, do you remember the Elbies, the big boys that was in Bob Evans and Ferry?
Yeah.
Do you remember the big boy statue that was out front? That thing got stolen a handful of times too. The whole statue.
Oh, I don't.
People would hook up to it with just a rope or whatever and just drive away, yank it down, and steal it. I don't know how they would find who did it, and then they'd get it back every time. But
That's crazy.
I know that's happened at least twice.
You know, it's a crazy deep dive is when you look at the history of LB's. You know how they had like it's Big Boy. So there's like an LB's Big Boy. There was a
They're different.
Frisch's Big Boy. It was owned by different companies. One of the major ones shut down. I don't know if it was LB's or Frisch's or which one it was.
I think Elby's. I think they're still the big boys that you see are Frisch's. So, yeah.
Okay.
And I know one of the families that owned it, their kids got busted with like smuggling just major cocaine in the United States. Got busted, and that's why one of the LB's chains had shut down.
That's crazy.
It was a crazy, crazy
You know who I am? I'm the big boy.
I am big boy.
The only one I know of that's still around is in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's last.
There's one in
Columbus.
Lancaster.
Oh,
Or Lancaster.
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 I'll be up that way next month.
Is that Grove City in Columbus? There's one there.
Is there? Yeah, I remember the first time I said Lancaster to my wife. She was like, "What?" Oh, sorry, Lancaster.
Well, guys, We answered the Ask the Ohio Valley question sent in. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, our listeners, for listening in again. We're going to get off here and start planning our new sports show. Also, if you're watching this, if you go on to the RIG Studios Facebook page, we have a new show coming out called Road to Riches. If you want to learn how to flip houses with almost no money down through creative funding, learn more about business and real estate in High Valley, check that out on the Road to Riches page. They came out with their pilot episode today, and their full episode coming out Thursday night. So check that out, Road to Riches, on the RIG Studios Facebook page. Thank you for listening, and see you guys